Hi, hello, welcome back to another Onkruid video, another unedited Soulstone Survivors run. Playing with the upgraded Barbarian today, because I want to get the prestige level of this little fella up a bit, to the point where he is at least level 10, so he has that 1 star. And then I might just alternate between all my characters all the time and get all of them up to 2 stars, then up to 3 stars, and then up to whatever next level it's possible. You know, in mod game I never reached that point of like prestige levels. Well, first of all, maybe in Modern Warfare 3, in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I think I might have achieved it once, but first of all in any Call of Duty game, and second of all in Overwatch. I know that my buddies, especially my buddy Simon, really played a whole lot of that game at the start, and he had like once or twice passed the prestige mark, so he had these cool little markings beneath his portrait in the loading screens, but I never had that. I mean, I like the game well enough. I found it an enjoyable experience all the time to play it because it was such a nice team game, such a nice game where you need team play to actually win, compared to something like Counter-Strike Global Offensive or CSGO, where one person can really carry the match if necessary. Firewall, sure. We've never taken Firewall before in one of these runs, so let's just hope it does its job. But yeah, I never got to the point where I enjoyed Overwatch that much that I would really invest that many hours into it. And now, lately, Overwatch 2 has been released. I've never played it, I've never even looked into it. Manage the movement speed, sure, critical damage. I've never even looked into it. The only footage I've seen from that game is just from some random little clips from streamers. Or, for example, from Northernlion. I watched some of Northernlion's playtime of Overwatch 2, and then especially because he was playing together with his wife, Kate, which is very cute and it was very nice to look at. Either way, I don't know if I would like to get into Overwatch 2. I hear that people are not really that satisfied with that game that came out, Overwatch 2, and I can't really blame them probably because I think that, well, it's just a bit of a Blizzard cash grab, if I'm honest. Again, I haven't played it yet, I haven't discovered its intricacies yet myself, so I don't know. I might be full of shit and just spewing out toxic sewage from my mouth right now. In that case, my pharyngeus is very sorry for producing these speech notes that you are listening to. But either way, ooh, Poison Bomb or Bloodlust. Let's go for Bloodlust first. This might be an attempt right here. Either way though, I feel like it's just not for me, Overwatch, you know? It's just not for me, and I feel like it's a cash grab. That's what I was actually talking about. I feel like it's a cash grab. It's just like, hey, we changed up our game a little bit. Do you want to play it again, maybe? Buy a million skins, maybe? Maybe just invest some money into us again? You guys like Overwatch. Here's Overwatch 2. Overwatch was so good they made Overwatch 2, but then Overwatch 2 is just like a reskin, which is quite sad. And that's exactly what, of course, franchises like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed also a little bit, and FIFA especially are also doing. They are just giving out the same game multiple times in a row. And I can't blame them, you know. If it works, why not do it? I don't know why we took the Poison into Doom ability right there. The only thing we have is our Poison Bolt, our Poison Bomb. Okay, I guess we can go for Blizzard, but I was actually looking for Skeletal Majors or another poison ability. For now though, I think it's gonna be fine. We're not really on schedule for an amazing time, I think, but let's just hang around in the corner a little bit more and see what it brings us. We'll see what it brings us. I'll also see what the day brings me. I have to go to work later today, although I'm still working there as a volunteer for now, but I have a working day ahead of me. It's gonna be 5 hours, which is not that long. But it's gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna have to think about some projects we can release in the future, maybe thinking about what kind of exercises we can still add onto our program of the workshop we are gonna give in a secondary school in a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to that. I got matched up with somebody at my place of work that seems very competent. She seems that she knows what she's doing, and she seems confident in her work as well, so I am sure that she is gonna be able to drag me along in her enthusiasm and make me feel confident and therefore competent as well. Because feeling that confidence when you're trying to work as a clinical psychologist, but as anything really, let's go crazy, let's replace double slash. Feeling that confidence is such a big part of actually doing a good job. You need to has been proven by research, even probably by Wampold or something, Bruce Wampold. I don't know if it's Bruce, but it's definitely Wampold. That confidence in your own in your own thing, area of effect please, in your own, for example, your own therapeutic schooling and believing that what you do actually works is a very big part of having it actually work. It's an important factor. An important factor explaining the results or the achieved benefits of psychotherapy. You need to believe in the thing you are doing. You need to actually believe yourself that what you're doing makes sense and can help people out. And confidence is of course key on that front. Oh no, I don't want Frozen Warhammer, no thank you. I will go for even more critical damage because we have Vicious Strikes of course. Damage increase for the firewall or area of effect for poison. Definitely area of effect for poison. And then here we go, the avatar at 4 minutes. The avatar of ice at 4 minutes and 15 seconds. That's not amazing. It's not too bad either, but it's not groundbreaking, I think. Nope. Area, please. I would go for some more area, but multicast is also nice. I would love to summon 2 mages at once, or Blizzard to cover the entire screen would also be nice. I don't know about this one. It remains to be seen whether this is an actual contender for a nice speedrun time or not. Some area, because we have enough crit damage already, I think. But yeah, all in all, before anything, before all these other tasks that I was just naming, I have to finish the little text that they're gonna put next to my profile on their website. On every website of a psychologist practice, you have like this our team little rubric, little section, and everybody has their picture. Everybody has their picture up there and has something about themselves. And I was writing that text last Friday. I have to complete it still, and it's quite hard, you know, because that is of course the really the first impression that those people get from you. So it needs to be accurate. But I was finding it difficult to kind of convey the message like, hey, look, I studied to actually care for adults and elderly people, so this is quite new to me, but I'm still enthusiastic and hyped to try my best. And explaining that to people while still also sounding competent enough to take care of their child or themselves, if the young adult is looking at the website himself, that's hard. That's a hard balance, because I want to be honest, but I also don't want to seem like, hey, I didn't even want this job, but here I am now, so come and let me help you. You know, because that's also not the message I want to bring across. And that's why it takes a bit of finesse, it takes a bit of fine-tuning. That little text for the website. They also took my picture for it last Friday, and of course I was looking like the bomb, as I always do. Well, really though, the lighting was a bit shit in the garden where we took our picture, except for one location. But in that location, the plants in the background were autumned up, so all their leaves had fallen down on the ground. That's a little Billy Talent, I think, reference right there. I don't even know the name of the artist anymore, but I think it's Billy Talent. It's a great song. Don't know if they have any other songs, but I do vividly remember watching Billy Talent videos or their video clip from that specific song on the music channels here in Belgium earlier. MTV, TMF, Jim, all things that have fallen into the wayside, fallen into the abyss. Nobody cares about MTV anymore, right? Or at least that's what I think so. But I'm a bit biased because I don't care about TV in general. I rarely, very, very rarely watch anything on television. Spend a lot of time on YouTube though, that's for sure. But television? Nah, that's not for me, fam. I don't really like that. Critical damage modifier? Sure. Give me even more critical damage. It's hard to kind of make an estimate on how we're doing. I don't think it's going to be a new best time. It's not going to be sub 735. But it might still be... Well, I think it's going to be like sub 9 really. I don't think we're even going to reach sub 8. I'm quite sure of it actually. You need everything to align in the world, right? Because right now all my archers need to attack this guy, but I see the arrows flying all the way over the screen, for example, and that's not going to help out. Also been knocked down. At least he's standing in the middle of my firewall. That's something. Nah, no, it might. We might even have some trouble getting sub 9, because I mean, something in this run went wrong again. Just like in my you had it in you and you blew it video. Sometimes you feel like you have such a potent run in there and you're doing great, and then all of a sudden, bam, you just slow down to a crawl and it doesn't work out at all anymore. And that's a great metaphor for life, you know. Sometimes you think everything is going great and then bam, life hits you in the face and you have to slow it down a little bit. Look around, assess the situation, and kind of then go from there. Assessing the situation is something that Quentin and Margot Roth Spiegelman also did at the start of the movie Paper Towns. I watched it yesterday evening with my girlfriend, and with yesterday evening I mean 2 evenings ago. Yesterday evening we watched some Bob Burgers, and I watched it because I'm also reading the book at the moment. It's right here. I can prove it to you. John Green, Paper Towns. Sadly, it is the Dutch version. I would have preferred the English version, but I borrowed this book from a friend and I am very grateful for that. Might buy all John Green books in the future though, because he is definitely one of my favorite authors, even though it's cringy, cheesy, young adult literature. I still enjoy it, and I'm not ashamed about that at all. I'm not that far into the book right now, but I realized that I slowed down a little bit in reading John Green because, well, I just read The Fault in Our Stars, then I read Will Grayson, which was one of my favorites from John Green so far, by the way. Will Grayson, truly a great book. And then now I'm already into Paper Towns. So it's not going as fast as I would like, but I'm still enjoying myself. And then afterwards, I think I only have An Abundance of Catrins left, and then I think I have gone through his entire bibliography, if I'm not mistaken, which is quite hype. It's quite an honor for my man John Green, of course. Famous YouTuber Onkruid, reading all his books and talking about every single book in every single video. Especially in these well-liked Soulstone Survivors videos that get millions of views each and every time because I put so much effort into the editing and stuff. Yeah. Either way, I don't care. I talk about what I want to talk about, and you guys listen to what I talk about because you are my subordinates. You are my slaves. My audio slaves. That's the name of a band, right? It's one of those bands like 9 Inch Nails or like Soundgarden, where I've heard the name before a lot, but I wouldn't probably recognize any of their music. Maybe Soundgarden I would recognize some of it. Who created the song Creep? That's not Audioslave, right? That might be like Radiohead or something. I might be offending diehard rock fans right now by mixing up all those band names, but I don't care. I am not a library on the rock music genre. I'm not that proficient in recognizing all artists and songs in that genre. I'm more of a electronic music kind of guy, and even on that front I can still be bad at it. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.